Hello everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. We're back on the contract series on Court Farm. So, we're going to hopefully try and make a bit more money. We're doing well, 72,000. Last episode definitely topped us up, which is great news. But what I decided to do as well is just put some concrete down. Well, it's actually like tarmac really, but I decided that I keep driving over the grass that was pretty much just here and just to the right of that house. So I decided to make this just like a proper contractor's yard, but it does need a bit of work. I probably should have leveled it out really. But yeah, I think it's better. It just means that I can drive over it now and it makes a bit more sense than just driving over grass. But I'm thinking in this episode we might try and get a bit of a cheap shed and plonk it here. I think that'll be a good idea. So we can expand out because I'm obviously parking a lot of stuff to the side, so we could even put it there really, but I kind of like that area open because it's where I can jet wash. But yeah, we definitely need another shed, definitely. I also did this field as well, so with the grass silage that we did in the last episode whilst we were doing the harvest, I did do this field. So this has now got all the bales in, they're at the same rate, they're fermenting all, probably it's only been a day, so they're not going to be too much. Yeah, 38%, so not too bad really, but they definitely need a bit of time, and we're going to go sell them with the other ones when they're all ready. And then it's now left both of these fields pretty much spot on and exact. If we just jump over, you can see. So they're all at the same length now, which is good news. Plenty of bales to hopefully make some good money from. And I have done two things, something that I stated in the last episode I was going to do. So this gate now, as you can tell, is a big gate. It's a lot easier to get in and out. So that is improved massively getting into this field. But also, one thing that was really annoying me is the biogas plant. And what I've done is I've just switched the gates. I've done a 180 basically, so they now open inwards instead of open outwards, which is going to mean that driving in is just so much easier. And I've tested this out, and it is. It's definitely easier to do. So hopefully small things like that will make a difference along the way. But I remember to do it, which is sometimes the hardest thing to do, just remember to do certain things that I set myself a task for. But yeah, let's get a contract sorted, because we want to try and free up this space so I can put a shed down. So I think if we find a contract now, probably like a grass silage one, ideally Clifford, because we're trying to bring that money down. The more discount we can get from Clifford, the better. But if we can get one from him, grass silage one, bring in some serious cash, we can get it up there with the mower, probably park away some of the stuff because we're not going to do a harvest in this episode. And then, yeah, we can focus on getting a shed down. So let's have a look and see what we got on offer. Shouldn't be too bad, really. I'm hoping so. Usually Clifford's got some of the best contracts when it comes to silage. So let's go net profit. Can't do that one, even though that would have been amazing. 400,000. 400,000, but we need 72,000 litres of furniture, which I've never actually done. But I'd like it, like I've said previously, I'd like to do productions in this series. We just need to build to it. So, best one is Michael Hammond. But then we do have one here. I mean, that's a big jump. From 26 to 19. That's a big jump. I mean, what fields are these? So we got field 24 and field 107. I kind of want to know now, just because... Yeah. 24, where are you? 107's this one, which isn't a bad field. We've done this multiple times before. It is basically George's field. 24, whereabouts is that? It's in this one again. We've done that one. I think I've done that 3 times now. This will be the 3rd time I've done this field. Am I going mental? Didn't we do this not long ago? I'm confused. I know I did this once, but I'm sure I did it again. Or did we decide to do another field? I don't know. I feel like I might be going balmy, but I'm sure I've done this field twice now, and that'd be a 3rd time. Or I was thinking about doing it for the 2nd time. I don't know. But I think because of the money that 107's offering, I've got to do that. I've got to. It's not too bad as well. Let's see where it wants to go, sell point-wise. Where does 107 want to go? Is it the biogas plant? Because if it is, then... Yeah, that's not very good. Where does it say? So Valley View Bales. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do this one. So accept this contract. Michael Hammond, at the end of the day, I know we're not going to get a discount from Clifford, but 107's not a bad job, is it? Valley View, Is that Valley View? Yeah, it's just up the road as well. So it's a no-brainer, this isn't. So what we need to do, we need to go and tell it to get to 107. Should have no issues doing this. A bit loud as always with that tractor. Off you go. Gonna need the baler going to 107 as well. Let's just send everything up there that we're gonna need, because then it's out the way. Please don't hit that. Please don't hit that. Oh, we've gone and done that. There we go. We got out of it in the end. We're going to need the row as well. Don't need the trailer because we're going to use the other one. So what we can do is just send the row up now. And then I can start putting some of these away, really. We're just out the way. I'm probably not going to put the shed there anyway, so that actually might not be an issue. Yeah, I think that should be alright, to be honest. Right, 107. Here we go. It's good money as well on this one. I mean, this is going to bump us up quite a bit. And I don't want to spend that much on sheds. There is multiple options, and some of them are, you know, relatively cheap. Here we are on George's farm, but without actual George. Right, so let's just park this in here for a second out of the way. Do want to try and get myself some stuff as well, because I've got lime in here. So I've got a bit of lime, I've got a bit of fertilizer, grass seeds and all that. But I do want to try and get this field fertilized and the other one, and then we also need to put lime on the other one. For the next chop or the next cut of grass to make money from. So yeah, I'm thinking about if there's anything on offer. I should probably have a look, actually. I haven't had a look in a while. But let's see if there's anything in here that's a good price. I mean, that's decent, man. I haven't actually got a roller. But for £2,000, that is a bargain. Don't need a cultivator. We've already picked one of them up. Nice trailer there for 12,000. Not bad. I mean, that'd be decent. That really would. But it doesn't hold enough. Hey, now this is not a bad shout. I wanted another tractor. Let's have a look at this then, because this is a small one, but probably got quite a bit of power. 105, nah. It's not enough. I mean, I would have got that if it was like 150, because I do, you know, the more tractors we got, the better. But, yeah, it's not good enough, I don't think. That's a decent-sized trailer. That is a decent-sized trailer. 22,000 litres, but I've got loads of trailers at the moment. And then it would just be on offer now. Now that we've gone and bought it, that's cruel. That is cruel. Oh, man. That is literally cruel. We've just purchased this for, well, 39% more than what that is, and now it's on offer. Bloody hellfire. Can you believe that? That is just typical. That is typical. The roller's the one thing that stands out. For £2,000, 5 meter roller is not bad. We could make use from that, especially in the future. Trying to improve everything. I am tempted with that. I'll think about that. And we'll come back to it. But let's get into this now. Let's get this field on the go. Job. I need to just get mowing. I'm going to use a bit of courseplay for this. And yeah, we'll get it cracking. I'm hoping that'll be alright. It's a field boundary that I've generated. I just think, yeah, it should be alright. So, last time we set it to about 5 meters, didn't we? So let's just put it back to about 5, because I think that should be right. And we'll keep the headland like that. Don't need to skip a row. And we'll just tell it to go. I mean, that's not too bad. We just have to watch out for... Yeah, we need to watch out for the post in the middle. And we also need to make sure it's not... Yeah, that's fine. Don't want fresh grass. And then what I'll do as well is I'll just move this baler out the way. A second. Probably just in here will be fine. Just for a bit. I'm trying to think. We've got a row. Don't need that. We need to come back and pick up the trailer, but I'm not going to do that until we free up the mower. Because I think we can use the JCB for that. So let's just plonk this over here out the way. And yeah, let the mowing go while we pretty much crack on with getting this shed in place. I think that should be alright. Hopefully this is going to be a quicker episode than normal. I mean, it's a big field, don't get me wrong, and it will take time, but I'm going to do it all automated. I'm thinking I might be able to pick up a decent montage from this. Whereas, yeah, sometimes, you know, I'm focusing mainly on getting hands-on with it, but I think... yeah, I think this will be all right. I mean, looking at that trailer that I just said, like, that's... I got that on offer, and it's a decent trailer. We definitely can't take that away because it's like a silage trailer. That one is really nice. I like that too. The other one's a good trailer to have, and it's not too expensive, but I think with everything that I've got plenty of trailers. I've got plenty of bale trailers, plenty of storage trailers. I've got plenty of grain trailers, you could say, in a silage trailer. I'd say the only thing I'm lacking in now is a bit more kind of like equipment-wise, so... yeah, another tractor would be good, because like now, for example, I could take down that trailer to pick up bales that's on the front of the yard, well, outside the house, the farmhouse, and then we've got a few things that we could need for like planting or anything like that. We definitely need a fertilizer spreader, even if it's just a small one, something to do lime and fertilizer. That would be good. Let's get this set up then. Let's try and find a decent shed. I'm just trying to think of the best place to put this. We don't want to do too much terrain in, and from what I can tell, it's flat up at this top area, but everything else really does need a bit of work, doesn't it? Yeah, let's try and figure this out. Let's just see what we've got option wise, and then we can go from there. But sheds, we're definitely going to be placing a shed down. That's what I can tell you. I mean, that's £2,000. It's a bargain, absolute bargain. But I kind of want one with the back on it, definitely. I mean, that's not bad, is it? I think it would sit really nice down this side as well. Plenty more storage. 3,000 with the terrain. That's not bad. You know, that is not bad at all. I'd have to do some moving about, wouldn't I? I mean, I might leave that space then. See, that's 2.5, a wooden barn. Tell you what, if I could buy that for 2.5 in real life, I'd be gobsmacked. See, that's not bad as well. For 5,000, some of these sheds are a bargain. It's a bit too big for what we're looking at, unless I went... yeah, it's probably not going to work there, is it, as well? Definitely need some terrain work on that. I mean, for the size that is, for 6,000, we're going into... yeah, a bit more expensive realms right now. I mean, I don't mind that, but there's not enough space in it. Grain shed. See if we can have a look inside. I mean, it's not bad, is it? Again, it's not bad, but I feel like as good as they are, they're just not quite. I don't think we're at the level yet. Like, this whole area needs to be the contractor yard with productions and everything on. Yeah, we're not at that level yet. God, I just realised how close that field is to where we are. Like, we're right next door to it. See, I don't mind that, but then I honestly think for the money so far, it just makes sense to get the first one. That's not a bad shed as well. Small barn. Don't like because the beams would become a problem. I also like that. I think that for 13,000 is a good deal as well, because you can fit a lot of stuff in there. We can put bales in. I actually think, you know, we're going to do a bit of terrain problems with no matter what we do here. So, what we're going to do first, we're going to demolish this. We're going to get rid of this, and we're going to get rid of this behind it, because... yeah, because we're obviously going to do quite a bit of terrain no matter what we do here. So let's just get rid of this fence first off. I need to move that out of the way. So let's go and do a bit of just super strength at the moment. Let's just move stuff out of the way so we know where we're going with stuff. Because I actually like the first shed that I looked at. I'm placing it at the back end there. So we haven't got really a tractor except that one. So we're just going to move these out by super strength. It should make the contractor yard a little bit better. So, yeah, happy days. I've got this baler. I'm never using it anymore. I try to use it for the... I mean, this baler is really good, this John Deere one is. And I think we should stick to doing it for, like, straw. And even hay, probably. But if we were doing it for us on our farm, say we had some animals and we needed, yeah, it's straw or hay, we could do it in square format. But it's so much easier to do in the round format, especially with us, you know, taking it to a sell point and that grab just, and that trailer that's semi-auto load is just so much easier to use. It really is. Right, so let's just plonk that in there for a second. Now, I don't want to mess up too much. I don't know if I've got the mod on where I can terrain edit basically as there's a building down, because at the back end of that I've noticed that probably needs raising up. So let's just test this. See, yeah, I can't. It won't let me do that. So I need to put that mod on. So I'm hoping whatever I do here, it's not too bad. Hoping is the right word. I mean, that's not bad. I think that's level enough. We might make a bit of a problem in the front end, but we'll just have to see if we can tidy it up now, and then I'll put that mod in that allows me to actually terrain edit a little bit better. But I just think this for 3,500 is a bargain. Kind of doesn't go. It looks older, doesn't it? You can tell, and it doesn't go with the colour we've got set up. This kind of style, but I think it's not too bad, is it? It does the job. We've left enough of a gap there as well, so we can still get down the side. Is that all right? I mean, we could even leave this open if we wanted to. It'd be a lot easier getting in that grass field. I think I might do that. I'm happy with that. I just need to probably smooth it out at the front, but without making any dodgy parts, basically. So let's see if we can do that. Hey, that's not bad, is it? That's not bad at all. Got plenty more space now. We could even park all our tractors in there. Well, we'd organise it. We could have all the equipment in one. That's got space with the tractors in there. And then I'd say this is like for bigger equipment like harvester and anything else. So we've not spent much doing that, have we? Not at all. So let's have a look, see if we can do anything that's pretty cool. Let's have a look what we've got on offer. I mean, we could start technically putting down something like this. You know, some solar panels, making a bit of money, invest into it. That's £648 a month. I mean, that's game changing when you get to this kind of stuff. That's like £1,000 a month. I think if we ever get to £750,000, we should put one of these down, because we're set for life. I mean, I'd love 67 grand a month just for building one of these. It's crazy. But no, let's have a look if we can just fit another shed, maybe a small one. I do like the look of that, size-wise, but just not the style. Because I'm thinking, really, this back end here, we could just have one section where it goes into the field. I do like this one. I do. I think that's pretty cool. We'd have to delete the fence out and make encroaching on the garden. But then, look, we're starting to build a full-on storage area. And I think with that, then, we wouldn't really need anything else, storage-wise. I don't mind that, but it's not enough space. Too big. 10,000, that's not bad, is it? But I don't know. I don't think we should place anything down if it's not right. I mean, that's not bad though, is it? Like having that like there. The only thing is it's going to do quite a bit of terraforming on that. But I do like it. I think it looks pretty cool, to be honest. Yeah. I'll tell you what, we'll leave it at that for now, because we know it works. I'll bring that terraforming mod in, and I also need to try and probably start getting rid of some of these bloody branches. Might even get rid of the whole tree, really. Just don't want to go through to that field too much, like, that's my only worry. There we go, because you can see now there's a big gap. But at the same time, we do need to, you know, we need to get rid of these branches. Yeah, won't allow me to do that one. I mean, they're not bad, are they? Like if I chop that down there, that's that bit done. Right, I think that now is spot on. There we go. So I'm pretty happy with that. Maybe a little bit of painting and decorating just on the ground, maybe, but we've definitely got more space. We've made a bit of an improvement. So let's jump over to the mower, see how he's getting on. Perfectly, no bits missed at all. So that's spot on. So I think now what we can do is get into the Renault. We can set up the row on its way. Now I'm going to do what I did last time with this row, because this row actually worked a treat. So if we just have a look at this first, and we want to go in here, it's set to 9.3. Now I don't think it is 9.3 again. I think for some reason Courseplay detects it as something that it isn't. So we're going to go into our owned items. We're going to go into Windrow, and we're just going to double check to see what this says. It says 7.4, so I don't know why it detects as 9.3. I've had a few comments of people saying just, you know, you can just say detect with, but it doesn't work like that with this one. It should just automatically detect. So we're just going to put it to 7.3 because that's what it says on the tin. 3 headlands is probably sound for that because we've done 5. I'd say that's plenty. We'll start on the headlands, and yeah, job done. So generate that course. And first waypoint, off you go, and then we're going to copy this, and the baler is going to hopefully copy this course if it'll allow me. For some reason it wouldn't allow. Maybe it's I've had this issue before, so just go back over here. Copy. Right. That'll be why. Because I already had a course. There you go. So that's set up to go from the first waypoint when we're ready. Oh, did them tractors get close to hitting then? Nearly, but they're on the way and happy. So I think this is a perfect time for me to do a bit of a montage, get this field all done. I think that guy's just missed these bits, yeah. So we have got some sections there that have been missed, which is a shame. I think I know why. I think I didn't set the overlap. So let's see if we didn't, if that's my fault. I think it is, you know. It is. I remember last time I had to tool offset. That's what it was. So you can see there, that was what I needed to do. So we're going to have to regenerate this. And then we're going to have to tell it to mow from a point that was similar. Hopefully, we can figure that out. There we go. Happy days. They're both chipping away at it. Rose in the field on its first headland pass. Should have plenty of bales by the end of this. As soon as the mower's done, we'll go and pick up the trailer as well. But I think, yeah, get a bit of a montage on the go and get this field done so we can generate some decent cash by the end of it.
No rest. No, no. I've been down so long that my mind can't get no rest. No, no. This ain't easy, darling, 'cause the devil's on my trail. I've been running so long. Don't
Right, welcome back. Hopefully we got some good footage for that, but we're doing alright. I actually think that this is going to turn out to be a decent contract. I'm hoping though, because we've got a full trailer here, there's 24 bales on here, and they're not small bales, they're the biggest ones we can wrap. And you can see that I've got 5 now dropping out. We've still got a few rows left to go. I'm hoping that this, when we drop this off now, well, let's hope that all the rest are for us, but I guess we'll find out. Part of me thinks, should I take these until... Not until all the rows have been collected and turned into bales? Will it make the... Yeah, will it turn it into like fresh grass that needs to ferment? I mean, if that is the case, it's not a big problem. We can always just take them back and add them to the other ones we've got. But yeah, I think we at least need to take this just to see where we're at. Hoping to make some decent money from the side on bales, let's call them. our bales on the side that we get, but yeah, we'll have to find out. But yeah, 24 bales, that's a lot of silage here, ready to go. And luckily we haven't got to travel too far. So let's get up to this sell point, drop them off. Fingers crossed. If we're around 100,000 by the end of this episode, I'll be happy, because we have obviously bought a shed, and I might even get myself that roller, just because you never know, it might come in use at some point. I also want to look at like production facilities and see if there's something we can do to make a bit of cash on the side, as well as yeah, just basically like the first production thing, or whatever you want to call it, that we can start like homing in on and yeah, try and make some cash. Canola oil, vegetable oil, sunflower oil, all that stuff. We could try and yeah, have a look at that. Right, so I think I'm just going to confirm this, but I'm pretty certain it's that sell point. So it says here we need to take it to Valley View Bales on this contract. If we go up to the top and we pick that one, that is Valley View Bales. So we're not doing anything wrong. We're not messing up here. But no, maybe we could have a look at... because I'm thinking if we do grain of some sorts, you know, we could then make some like vegetable oil, something like that. But then I'm thinking like mainly what we've got the most of at the moment is silage. Right, so it says here that we've technically finished. The grass is still there. That is insane. Are these bales now popping out though as silage? That is another question. So what I'm going to just quickly do is we're going to set this back to default mode. That honestly, that is crazy. That is crazy. If they all come out now as silage bales, then that is mental. It really is crazy. I mean, I'm not complaining at all. I mean, I'm not. But this might be the best silage contract we've done yet. Let's send this back to 107 tractor weight on its Todd, and I just want to see this next bale when it drops out, what it's actually dropping out as. Because if it is grass silage, because we haven't completed the contract yet, and I know that's when this field will reset. So this is grass silage. It's still grass silage. That's pretty cool. So now all these bales that are coming out now are ours. They're straight up ours to sell. I mean, that just brings the question of how much are we actually going to make from this silage. Every time we see this contract from now on, we should make sure we do it. But no, I was talking about production facilities and thinking to myself, what would be good? Like, what is the aim for us right now if we try to do production? Really, all we're bringing in at the moment is hay or grass silage. There's nothing else on offer for us, unfortunately. I'd like to maybe do a harvest that we could do into like vegetable oil or something like that I've mentioned, but I can't actually think of anything else. Why the hell are you there, mate? What are you doing? Laughing about. Stopping in, ain't he, for a donut and a bloody brew. What have we got work to do? Ignore George. Ignore George. But no, we'll have a look anyway, because I'd like to do something. Not have to wait so long until we've like proper built up something. It'd be nice to have a massive field for some kind of crop, but obviously that is gonna be a challenge. I mean, don't get me wrong, we could get enough money by the end of this in-game year to kind of buy. I probably should turn the grass off now because it looks strange. Yeah, we could buy this section here that we wanted to do. So I think it's Field 53, which is 123,000. We could probably generate enough money to buy that, and then maybe buy, like for example, if we tried to buy Field 48, that's never going to happen. 293,000. That's definitely not what I was thinking of then for money. I mean, we'd want a good size field to make some crop in. We would. I'm just trying to think what we could probably afford. I mean, I'd want to go around 100. So like these over here, 33 and 43, but I wouldn't want to get rid of them because they're actually making us quite a lot when it comes to crop. I mean, these over here would be good because what we could do is just buy one, then buy another, and over time just make one massive crop field. Because I could do that. I could separate all the, the hedges and get them out with GE work. I mean, that's an option. But yeah, I'd like to get something. I think by the end of the year, if we challenge ourselves and set an aim to buy that grass field that was our original plan, but then also maybe get a crop field, even if it's just small, and we keep adding onto it like we did with the grass field. Because I think at that point, when we've purchased the next part of the grass field, that's going to be the final stage then for me. I don't think we'd need anything else, really. I think for the meantime, that's fine. I think we should then focus on crop. And then when we do get the crop in, it's at that point we can then start doing some productions. Now, I know long-term cakes and things like that are really good for productions, but obviously we're going to need a lot of things before that. Have we just driven straight through that? That's mental. Yeah, we could look at maybe logging of some sorts that brings wood in to then do some production with that, because I know there's all the furniture. But yeah, again, it's one of this. I just need to trial and error really and see what we can do. But yeah, I'm very, very happy with the amount that we've ended up with this contract though. We're getting a penalty now for some reason on the environmental score, so I'm gonna have to check that out. I still got I've still got flight mode on, so we need to get rid of that. There we go. So we're taking an environmental score though, a bit of a hit on that. So I need to understand why that is. I've obviously rescanned this over here because that's now whole, and yeah, I wonder what that is. So we've got 40 over here, 44. Yeah, it's the grass fields that are bringing us down. So yeah, which makes sense because then you got this over here. So that needs sorting out ASAP so we don't keep taking a hit. But we are at £93,000 from selling them bales. So let's complete this contract now and see where we end up at. I'm hoping that we're £115,000. That's much better than I initially thought it was going to be. So what I want to do now quickly is I want to just jump over to this grass field. Now, we've obviously got this big grass field that we've combined. It's actually 3 fields into 1. So it's obviously a big field. Our plan was to get this grass field over here. This is how we're going to finish off. And you can tell, this is actually ready to mow. So what I'm thinking is, this is 123,000, I think. Now, ideally the plan is to get rid of the hedge, buy this field, and make this into one big grass field. And then, like I said, we'll start working on getting a crop field. So we can do stuff, even if it's just sell grain, make straw, sell straw, whatever we decide to do, or we can use it to bring in some kind of resource to do some kind of production. So let's just have a look quickly in the construction menu of productions and see what's the cheapest thing we can do. Now, all this is like biogas plant stuff and, for slurry and everything else, if we wanted to make anything like that. Now, this is a art accessory factory. So if we bring wooden planks, I think that is, we can make some kind of product there? I don't know. I mean, that's not a bad idea, but then we need to find somewhere to do login, so we'd have to buy something with that. So that might not be the best thing. Now, bakery. Bakery, we can take eggs, but which we need to get some chickens, which we can do. There's no issue with that. Sugar and everything else. You can see there's a lot that goes into a bakery, but it's quite cheap to buy. There's another bakery there. A sawmill is probably something we could buy if we had logs, so that's not a bad option. Spinnery would be good, really would, because sheep make a hell of a lot of money. You just feed them pretty much fresh grass or hay or anything like that, leave them to it, they give you a load of wool, you take it to a spinnery, you're obviously making even more money. So that might be a good option, and then maybe get some sheep and some chickens. We could get chickens as well. So we're bringing in wool, but we're also bringing in eggs as well. So that might be a good idea. Tailor shop is the next step, you see. So really we could do 2 processes if we get sheep, because we can make the wool that turns it into kind of like the fabric, and the fabric then turns it into clothes, and then we sell the clothes. Scroft's own merch brand. So I like the idea of that. I think we've got a plan. I think what we're going to do, because we're at 115,000, in the next episode, we're going to do a contract. And I think we're going to aim for the contract that brings the price of this field down. We'll get that done. Straight after that, we're not going to wait. We're going to buy this field. We're then going to mow it, make silage out of it. Hopefully, by the time all that silage is done in this field, it'll be the same as the other 2 fields, and we'll have so much silage to go and sell that we can buy ourselves a first crop field, and then we can work on from there. I think we'll also try and get something in for sheep. We might have to use our small grass field, that area down at the bottom next to our farm. So if we just go down to this section here, that field there, we might have to sacrifice now just to put something in for sheep, because I'd rather get a lot of sheep now and then obviously give them the hay they need, or fresh grass, or whatever we decide to do, because we've got the grass for it, that we can get wool straight away. Make money from that, get some chickens in as well in this area, and I'd like to do that with the money we get from selling the silage. So if we can, with that silage money, we get from all the big grass field and this one here that we've done, so it'll be, what, technically one field there, it'll be 2, 3, 4, and 5, but this is now going to be this one big grass field. Get all that done, and we should have a lot of silage then to sell. So I think that's a good plan. A bit of a confusing one right now because it's some way off, but at least we've got some steps and we can move on to some production. So definitely, I'll try and recap that so it's a bit shorter and explains it better. But we're going to do a contract, bring the price down on this big field. We're going to buy it. We're going to mow it straight away, make grass silage. We'll keep that in the field like this field is and this one over here is. Then when it's all ready and fermented, we're going to sell it all in one go. With that, we're going to buy ourselves another crop field. So it could be, I don't know, one of these small ones. We could just start with the smallest one and work our way up like that. And then at the same time, we'll use some of the money to put something in for sheep and for chickens. And if we have to start small with that, it's fine, because we can just expand out. We can put another pasture down of some sorts for the sheep as we go. And I think that then would be spot on. Definitely. But what a contract that was. We made a shed ton. 115,000. We've got a new shed as well for storage. We've opened up this, so this is going to be easier access to get in now. And we are on the brink, literally on the brink of buying that big grass field to make it into one. And I think that's a perfect point for me to end the episode on. We've set ourselves some big targets. We'll hit them. And I imagine probably by the end of this year. So this is year 2 now. So by the end of year 2, we'll hopefully have a crop field, massive grass field. We'll have some sheep. We'll have some chickens. And we'll be on the way, maybe doing a bit of productions as well. But on that note, I am going to leave the video there. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give the video a thumbs up because that does help my channel out. And if you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this one on Farming Simulator.